Hey YouTube, and welcome back. If you follow my channel, because, well, I'm not a very popular YouTuber, you would know that my last video I tried to submit a audition video to be on Command Zone's game night. And sadly I did not win because, of course, I'm still here. But I was featured on their 200th episode, which Jimmy and Josh, congratulations on that. And thank you for letting me be a part of that. Maugus, Commander Forever. But the biggest thing that they said that really caught my attention was that they suggested that some people start their own Magic the Gathering YouTube series or channels. So I thought maybe this would be the perfect time for me to jump in with my crew and start making videos about Magic the Gathering content. Not just Commander, not just Standard, but everything Magic the Gathering, from sets to our favorite cards, just our thoughts on the lore and everything. So I thought this would be the perfect time to introduce us. There's of course Juan, there's Llama, there's Nate, and then there's Jay, and of course yours truly, me, Black Shepherd. But the biggest thing is that we wanted to start our own channel and to introduce ourselves, and I thought I would start off by making this first one. It's just going to be me this time because, well, I'm the one that not only owns the channel, but I'm also the face and the ideas behind pretty much what we're going to be doing. So I thought the first thing that would be good was to be talking about a single commander that I personally would suggest if you wanted to get into a specific format or anything like that. But the biggest thing is we randomly chose a commander that not only from 700, but just from random decision. So after making a random number, we chose Malatani, the Marrow Sorcerer. Now, if you don't know who he is, here's a picture of him. He's a 6-drop, has Shroud, so he can't be affected or targeted by any abilities or spells, so that makes him pretty good. His power and toughness are each equal to the total number of cards in each player's hand. So it's not just your hand, it's every opponent, each person that's playing the game against you's hand. So if you're doing a 4-way match, the best thing to play is this guy as a commander, especially if you want group hug, because you're going to basically be running cards that allow you to not have a maximum hand size, like Spellbook, the Reliquary Tower. Those two cards, I would suggest the Tower, just because not only do you not have maximum hand size, but you can also tap it for mana. So I would suggest that one. It's a little bit more expensive, but I would suggest that one. But Spellbook is also a good option because you don't want to have to discard cards because you drew too many, and then the end of your turn, if you haven't won, you have to get rid of a lot of cards, which make his power and toughness go down. But overall, if you want to make a group hug deck, I would suggest there's certain cards that you can put in, like Otherworldly Atlas. It's a really good card. It allows you to basically have a lot of power to give your opponents an additional draw, which gives him more power. And another card I would suggest is Font of Mythos. It's a good card because you can put charge counters on it and allows your opponent and yourself to keep drawing a bunch of cards and making him stronger. And because he has Shroud, he basically can't be targeted by anything. He can't be bounced, he can't be exiled. Anything that would involve targeting just him without board wiping, he would be a really good card to run as a commander, especially in group hug, like I said, because you're basically giving your opponent free draws. And I would suggest anything that would give him trample, because it would allow him not only to get extreme toughness with all the drawing power you're putting into the deck, but it also allows him that if your opponent were to block, you would still have a better chance of winning. He basically trons himself up by having so much power behind him. Urza's Legacy was a good, year for me, I would say, because it came up with him and so many other green, powerful cards that would allow you to not just mana ramp, but also get something as tough as him out. And I would suggest, if you want to be able to swing for game at least with one person, I would say Lightning Greaves would be a good choice because it would give him haste, and he already has Shroud, but you could give him haste and give him the ability to just run over people instantly by turn 1. But I would suggest him in a group hug deck more than anything else because of not just because of the draw power, but I mean, you're giving everyone free draws anyway, so group hug, everybody. Group hug all around. Forget about the hippo. What about this tree man? We all need a little tree love. But that's all I'm going to say about him. I might come up with another commander for next week, but as of now, this is just our video to introduce ourselves. Again, this is the group. And I hope you guys keep watching us. We're going to have a lot of information about future sets, past sets, deck techs, commanders we would suggest if you want to get into the game. If you're already into the game, if you want a cheaper build, we will come up with a lot more information about that. And I hope you guys subscribe. Might make a Patreon for you guys to donate so that we won't have to come out of pocket for everything, for all the content that we're going to give you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this from the goth that plays Magic. I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace out and enjoy Magic. And thanks guys, again, Josh and Jimmy, for giving me a chance. And thanks for letting us get started on our channel. So again, YouTube, you have a nice day. Good night.